Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds, where we're about to go into Fallbrook, mostly because it's a place that I saw. I don't really have any strong idea what we're going to find in here, aside from iconoclasts, but to be perfectly honest with you, in this context, I don't even really know what that means. But it's a place we can go, and there's people we can talk to, nodes to touch, dialogue options to select, Raptidon heads to beat with a sling ball. Bat? Tossball? Tossball is the name of this sport. Obviously I know that. Mortimer Bell. Is that name familiar to me?
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Sorry, where am I? What is this place?
Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
I don't. What do you want to bet that the secret ingredient in the Borst Factory is sprats? Everything everybody has been eating everywhere in space is just sprats by different names. No, I have no idea what you're saying to me right now.
Man, it has been a blue moon since I had to break out the hook'em spiel. Allow me to paint a picture in your mind.
Okay.
A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain. We've got activities of leisure. We got proclivities for vice. We got booze and bets and non-communal beds. SubLight owned and run, so you know you're safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Okay, I mean, this does kind of sound like our sort of place. Lilia sent me. Where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Breathe. It's okay. Just point me toward Miss Malin.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon.
Aha, I knew it.
To the wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail.
Oh. I wonder if that's the secret ingredient in the Borst. Why don't you tell me about these amenities?
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight.
This dude really wants me to go to the saloon. Alright, I'll be back. No, probably not. I'll probably never speak to you again, Mortimer.
Or a round of whiskey. Or both.
We'll still play whist in the future?
Rounds, crack a couple heads. You know, socialize.
Felix and Nyoka actually get along really well, don't they? It's a good fit. Hello, SubLight employee.
What are you looking at?
What do you think the odds are that's his legal name? It could be, right? In this place, it totally could be. Oh, you have a name.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Can you not see I'm walking here?
What have you done to your lips? You don't look like you're walking.
Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs.
To where?
I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest, I think I'd fancy a visit to Tartarus, so long as it's under the shield of my fantastical imagination.
This is a weird interaction. Right? That was strange? I'm sure that guy's going to be involved in a quest at some point here. Let's all just stand around and kind of vaguely stare at nothing? What is this guy looking at? He's just looking at that red light over there. Who am I to mock? I have also whiled away the hours just staring at a light once or twice in my life. Ooh, hold on. Locked container. Sort of interested. Definitely not allowed to touch it. Can I interact with it from behind this thing? Can I interact with it from behind the container itself? Ah. I was hoping I could use that as cover. Well, you know what? Right here probably works. Nobody can see me directly. Nah, that person's not looking. I don't know. I can't tell if that, if the triangles appearing over their head means that they could be aware of me or not. I don't know. I guess let's just hold the button and find out. I'm gonna steal all real fast, then we'll deal with it in our inventory later. Okay, no, apparently we were successful. The triangle was just showing me this is where the people you gotta look out for are. You know, we don't usually steal things while actually in sneak mode. Mostly I do it right in front of everybody extremely brazenly. And honestly, I probably should just do it that way, even though it does cost us rep, because at least we get XP for it. That said, I'm immediately thinking, you know what, we don't even need to crouch this time. Better shotgun. We should take that, right? We don't need one of these, but that better shotgun might actually be an upgrade for Parvati. And just some garbage that we're probably going to break down. Sorry, that we're probably going to mark as junk and then sell. The chat. Oh, this is... Well, they've done a good job of already communicating to me that he's going to be completely insufferable.
No, but thank you. I'm quite alright as I am.
Excuse me? Wait, what?
Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Check out his eyebrows, though. That's a fashion statement right there. Seriously, what's your deal, man?
Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits.
Well,
And now
SubLight.
that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram?
Yeah, actually you can. Weird. It's a weird place. All of Monarch just feels real weird, although this is a different kind of weird.
Today? Nah, last time I saw him was, stars. I can't remember. Days.
You don't think he got crushed during the bridge collapse?
It was his team running that drop? Sure puts things into perspective.
It sure does, probably, if I knew what you guys were talking about. Is this someone's home? Did I track down Reginald Cheney? Look, I did it, everyone. I guess. Let's search his domicile. See, that's another great example of what I was talking about earlier. This being Reginald Cheney's domicile is fine, but it should wait until I find evidence that this is his domicile to mark the track him down thing completed. It's just like, it's jumping right past important threads in my personal narrative of understanding. See, like, after I find this would be a good time to mark it. Report. Can't believe I'm stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel on the riverbank outside of town. Produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. Wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth. People sure do love gold teeth. Now I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now, as I often am. I don't remember who Reginald Cheney is, or why we had a quest having to do with him. This 1 hour a day thing is just a real unnatural way to play a game like this.
What are you looking at?
Your extremely cool helmet. For real, how do you breathe or see or... It's just... That seems terrible.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
That's a weird series of sentences. There's something wrong with the air on Monarch. It's made everybody very strange. Or it's made me perceive everybody as very strange. Both, you know, both bad. Both bad options. He doesn't really have anything compelling. Ooh, wait, no, never mind. He has data. I love data. Give me that one. This datapad contains the personal journal of Mercer Cole, a low-level SubLight contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about shit-for-pay contracts, but the last entry reads... I can't believe we found fucking Alavite gas in hibernated Rizzo lab out in the dustback. Lavite? Alaviti? Whatever it's spelled, it's worth a shit ton. Who the fuck used that to make candy? Looks like old Gertie's hunch is gonna prove out. Not that I'll ever tell her so, the way she goes primal at the slightest hint of criticism. Too much product for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle this off-world. Probably need Lilia Hagen to send a team. No way Ms. Malin can handle this job out of Fallbrook. I've been working on Remy, plying him with the pale kale ale he likes. Figure if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password into that place. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing the Aluwidi gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into a hidey spot for some dandified weapon. Thing's probably worth enough to make me a right top runger after I go back for it. Old Mercer's getting himself to Byzantium, you can bet on it. Can't let Remy or Gertie find out about it. Gertie'd go all full burn and demand I split the profits. And Remy, he'd probably send me to the boneyard and keep it for himself. So, since I want to keep it secret, I'm gonna write it down in this data pad. And then, presumably, he got brained and the data pad ended up here. Seems like the sort of thing you just wouldn't write down though, right? From the plasma burns and specks of blood marring this device, its previous owner refused to part with it until, to quote, over my dead body. Well, let's have a look. The screen is cracked and most of the keys are non-functional, fused together from plasma damage. All but a few entries are unreadable. Of those remaining, only snippets can be viewed. Entry 1. Corporal Sauber, you are reassigned effective immediately. Must report to Site Safety Commander Sanders. Transport provided by non-corporate contractor. Reliable. Proceed overland to Research Facility East. Town designation Fallbrook. Entry 2. What kind of shithole facility is this? I'm never accepting a promotion again unless it comes with a gilded... Oh, I wonder what that noun was. Chastity keeps losing her damn keycard. Expects me to find it for her. I'm not her fucking swain. At least Powell's easy on the eyes. Shit-wrapped fucking alarm went off again before I got a chance to try the weapon. Never seen anything like it. Chastity used it for a damn prank. Now Sanders is gonna lock it up. Perfect for crowd control. So this seems to me that each of these data pads has had information on a weapon, probably not the same weapon. So Sanders is going to lock it up, and the other one is in an elevator shaft, a secret little thing in an elevator shaft somewhere. Okay, we'll find him.
No refunds, no exchanges, no returns. And no whining about it either. If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
Okay. What is she talking about? Oh, good, weapons, sure. So what are we thinking here? What am I interested in? Grenade launcher 2, we found one of those already. A plasma launcher. I mean, it's a cool name for a thing, but it's not really a thing we need. They only have tier 1 Inferno sights, or Mark 1 Inferno sights. We don't need any of this, really. We don't really need anything. To be perfectly honest with you, if we stopped getting loot entirely, I wonder how long it would take from here to get to us running out of supplies. Because we sure do have a lot of garbage. I'm going to steal this poster right in front of them because there's nothing they can do about it.
Hey, I saw
I'm going to
that.
run over and...
What do you think you're doing?
Would you believe? Nothing at all?
Next time, don't go acting all suspicious.
It's like taking my stuff and putting it in your pocket. I mean, now I believe that it wasn't suspicious for some reason. But it sure looked suspicious when you did it. So that's some dead folk. This is the back room one of these people's living out of. Take all this toothpaste, thank you very much. The sad part is, like, I don't even need this garbage. For the most part, we're gonna get little to no value out of all of it, but I can't stop myself. Can't stop myself from stealing it. Why is there a box of heavy ammo next to the toilet? I mean, I guess... Seems like nobody has a cell phone. You gotta read something during those long bathroom visits. Why not the back of a box of ammunition? Also, I am encumbered.
Pardon me, you're distracting the magnificent journey of my mind. I was galaxies away being ripped asunder in the depths of a black hole. What an excruciating and exquisite experience.
Yeah, man, however you want to enjoy your vacation at Fallbrook is up to you.
Indeed. As far as leisure resorts go, I rather say this one's a tad disappointing. No matter. I shall simply enjoy a brisk swim instead. Perhaps
A brisk
I'll
swim
slice
of the
my
mind.
heel open on a rock. Nothing like the physicality of pain to make you feel alive.
Huh. Well, I mean, whatever gets you to leave so that I can steal everything. Did he really just get up and move to the other chair? so that he could watch all of the containers. Well, that's a very annoying thing for him to have done. I'm going to talk to him again and see if we can get him to shift position. Even if it's just to go back to the other chair, you know.
Not now. I'm walking and thinking while I'm walking.
I don't think you're doing either of those things. Any of the three of those things. Well, I suppose we ought to cope with our inventory here real quick. So we certainly don't need this. At this point, do I even want to break stuff down, or would I rather add it to my junk? Let's continue breaking things down, I guess. It's not like I need the money, right? This thing is a cute idea that's just not all that fun in practice. That's a bad grenade launcher. I will keep a flamethrower. We certainly don't need two. Don't need this hammer. We'll hold on to the one each of many of the good weapons. We don't need everything. But like an assault rifle might be a good thing to have. It's certainly more accurate than the machine gun. Yeah, but I'm never going to use it. I should really only hold on to weapons if I'm going to use them or if I'm going to give them to my companions. I mean, I guess there's some things that it's maybe sensible to hold on to just in case. Good to have a functional long-range gun. Yeah, that's fine. We should also real quickly here, make sure I'm going through this stuff and destroying what doesn't need to be kept. A lot of the armor in our inventory is just like objectively garbage. That's probably good enough right there. Yeah, I'll break down this Moonman helmet. It may be the case. Might just be the case that we have too many of these. I did buy every single one that was in that guy's inventory. There we go. We'll keep one more because I'm not wearing one if we wanted to complete the set. Now we're good. And there's just a whole bunch of stuff in here that I should mark as garbage, and we'll worry about it some other time, off camera. The guy is very inconvenient. I do want to steal everything. I guess we don't need to.
Not now. I'm walking in.
Alright, is there anything in here that's like particularly valuable? Anything that would be worth spending one of our charges of, hey, stop paying attention to me? I guess this. I'll do a steal all here.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What happened to your tone of voice, man? Also, I'm doing nothing. Okay, then you walk away. Then you walked away, right? Right? Well, he turned around enough anyway. Yeah, that'll do. Listen, these bullets could at least theoretically become useful. Oops, 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 oops. Ow, my leg. Well, you know, these things happen. Here's the local SubLight office. Is your robot okay, miss? I think it might be sick.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Obviously, we don't cover incidents that actually happened. Dullness of mind?
Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity.
Hey, who's she calling stupid?
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
I get it. I get it. You know what? I don't need any of this. I don't need to talk to a person about insurance policies. We need to focus on the mission. Which is to say, go to Malin's House of Hospitality and talk to, I don't know, everyone? Sorry, talk to everyone who has a name. Or a hat. A wonderful, delightful hat. Can I please have your hat?
Booze like this leads to two things. Bumping uglies and brawling.
And in my experience, those things aren't even all that different. That's just a toss ball. Well, you think. Am I gonna get... How much trouble am I gonna get in here? What if we move to like right here? How sneaky I am? Can I reach it from here? I can.
Hey, I saw.
Aw, almost. What are you trying to yell at me?
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
All right, but don't let me catch you again.
it's so easy to get away with it. It's almost irresponsible not to get away with it. It's almost irresponsible not to just steal everything that isn't nailed down. Like this, right here. Look at this lovingly rendered pile of D6s.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know.
Yeah,
What's
maintain
your order?
plausible deniability. You got any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Okay, I feel like you don't need to be so upfront with that. Then again, I suppose there are no local authorities to cause a reason for you not to be so upfront like that.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I could listen to her talk for hours.
Alright, Felix, keep it in your pants.
I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
And then we charmed her. If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of mantidung, then sure. Is this charm? Am I sure that this is... Alright, I'm gonna press it.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine.
Did I just
First,
successfully
I'll need
neg
to know
her?
what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
I'm the fixer for your, SubLight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Right, the Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
It sounds safe. Define safe for me?
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Well, at least she's honest, you know? Yeah, I can get that done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Well, I do have all of this sleepy gas, but also, have you seen the number of guns we're carrying? Yeah, no problem. Nyoka's handled mantisaurs before.
And will again. We ought to be taking any opportunity we get to bury those critters in lead.
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities. You know when to strike and when to wait. Shame what came of your crew.
Crews are for ships. They were a family.
Close enough. Now, after you clear the manti nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Okay, well, good thing we have an engineer. Parvati can handle it.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
I do like it when they want to talk about the pay up front. Yeah, I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
So what specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts, in his gut, or his production lines ought to make do.
Okay, any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know.
I mean, it sounds like you know. Yeah, say I just kill Clive. You know what? I'm thinking we're maybe going to take a pretty direct route on this one.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Okay, sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
I mean, I'm basically down with that, with the idea of just going in straight up guns blazing, but we can go get that ID anyway, because I'm sure it'll be worth XP. She should probably not just let me do this. Ooh, I'll take that. SubLight ID cartridge. That sounds like it could be useful, in case we ever need to impersonate a SubLight guard. So they pretty much, they were pretty straightforward with us, telling us exactly which crew members we might want to take on the job we're going for.
Out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
She's about as welcoming as a wrench to the face, and half as tender.
And something tells me Felix has had experience with that. I don't know, something about his demeanor. Tough to put into words. Ooh, what's this now? Locked. Well, yeah, I know. I can see the... Alright. I was kind of hoping that we would, like, get a number there. Maybe some picks that we could expend. Man, I wonder if anybody's, like, buying Adreno. It seems like the stuff's just kind of everywhere. Why would you pay money for it? I have 100 Adreno without ever worrying about whether or not I'm going to be able to find more Adreno. It just sort of, like, leaps right up into your hand as you're walking around. This person is watching. I mean, I'm not going to worry too much about stealing random garbage. If we see anything useful in here, though, I will absolutely take the hit. Yeah, like a mag pick. That's a great example. Ooh, I do want that. Is there a way... Hold on, you have a real name.
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
She's referring to my very fine hat. Why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first day in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now.
Oh, you're an expert.
Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now, but not you yet.
Well, it seems like it's your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Close call?
You heard that right. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them Raptidons, then Marauders, and then that Manta Queen alive. To outrun him, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, because it was my favorite gun tote.
It's weird how what a large percentage of the people that we can talk to have something actually useful to say to us. Am I looking for Devil's Peak? Is that a real thing? I guess I'll say that. I'm looking for Devil's Peak.
Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
And I'm a notorious idiot. Horns?
Massive curved stone peaks, if you want to get technical. They're a part of the mountain terrain.
Okay, that was pretty much what I figured she meant, but we had the option to ask, so... you got any survival tips on account of you're alive and everything?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
Which crew did you say you were stationed with?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
I was just thinking that same thing. You know what? I'm good. That's all for now.
Very well.
I gotta say, this is not 100% the sort of place that I thought it was going to be when we were first hearing about it. I'd really love it if you would walk to a place where you can't see me robbing you. Oh,
what do you
that
think
didn't
you're
work.
Doing?
Nothing?
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
Why does that keep working? I was trying to grab that before she turned around, but it did not grab, no matter how hard I pressed the grab button. So I'm a little concerned that we're going to end up fighting her if she catches me again. Because we did have somebody just completely go off on us that one time, right? And I think what happened there was that we got caught stealing by the same person twice. But we also could just, you know, handle her. Doesn't seem like there are going to be any consequences for doing such a thing. Well, if we stand right here, I could probably steal these. Nobody can see my arms. They can only see my face. We're probably not going to be able to grab that mag pick without starting a thing with her. It's not worth it. One pick is not that big of a deal. Okay, is this door also room for rent? Well, how the hell are you supposed to get in? I guess we could get ourselves a little domicile if I was inclined to do that. I can't imagine a reason. Seems like we just take off with all this stuff. Oh.
Whoa, hold a moment. Who the hell are you?
Oh, come on. You've forgotten my name again?
Shit. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever. I'm used to it.
That's sad. I get lost in the system once in a while, too. Sorry again.
Take those. Alright. I mean, all the stealing is damaging our SubLight reputation. But only a tiny bit, right? Okay. I didn't even look at what those weapon mods were. It's possible that that was not even worth doing. Got a workbench. Don't need the SubLight ID cartridge because we totally have one already. Although I doubt we'll ever need it. Seems to me like we're just gonna be welcome in SubLight areas forever. I really think that our character gets along with their corporate ethos, and it's a natural pairing. Okay, nothing interesting in either of those. What is back here? Yet another SubLight ID cartridge. God, there is so much ammunition just absolutely everywhere. Okay, let me finish looting this room real quick. I guess the developers really, really, really don't want you to be able to run out of ammo, right? Because there's free ammo all over the place. There's also a million vending machines everywhere, and the vending machines all have tons of ammo. Am I allowed to... Am I gonna get yelled at? Okay. I don't know what the hell those guys are posted for. Okay, so we could pull our ship over... Oops, tab, there we go. We could pull our ship over to here if we wanted to. Doesn't feel like we need to, right? Yeah, none of this stuff is interesting. Authorized users, please enter your authorization code. Everyone else, if I catch you using this thing, I'm going to tie steel to your feet and throw you in a sulfur pool. That sounds very unpleasant. What's up with these shipping manifests? Outgoing, anti-Cleo perishables. Okay, this is remarkably dry. Incoming, Spacer's Choice perishables. Purchase request UDL 2007. That sounds like it could be a little more interesting. Offer 51,241 bits. Well, I have no idea what this is, but apparently it's quite valuable. Okay, I think this entire terminal is just world building. Is there a benefit to being up here? Some kind of secret container or something? No, there is not. Okay, well, I think we might have done... Ooh, mag pick. And a bypass shunt. Yet another bypass shunt that we definitely don't need. Oh, that person saw me.
What
You got sharp eyes, lady. Nothing at all?
I don't want any trouble out of you.
That's fair.
The intrepid crew of the
Felix,
Unreliable
what are you
braved the
doing?
wilds of Monarch. On today's episode of, still working on the title?
Felix, stop being in my way. I'm trying to steal stuff. Take this, even though I definitely don't need it. What's in here? I don't know, somebody's necklace. That's also mine. This is my necklace. I left it here. Nobody can prove otherwise. Okay, so let's go deal with this Borst factory. Maybe we'll get to find out what the secret ingredient is.
Knock, knock. Go away, White. That's not how the game works. I say, knock, knock, like I'm on the outside of a door. And you say...
I swear to the architect, I will punch your lamps out.
Oh, having a rough day?
I lost a shipment out for delivery. Barely made it out. Marauders got Keely.
Ooh, Catherine is gonna flay the skin from your fingers.
I know.
But hey, knock knock. Listen, he was just trying to bring some light into your life. You can't respect that? Okay. You're pretty thorough here. I didn't check the river too much. Yeah, let's I suppose first of all get past this dude who's incredibly sticky. I don't know what he has rubbed all over his vest, but it's disgusting. And secondly, I guess go ahead and have a look. I'm sure it's just going to be full of ammunition, though. There is a waterfall, and it is a video game, so one has to assume that there are things behind the waterfall. Also, landmines. Landmines behind the waterfall, and kind of in front of it. Jesus. This damn thing... There we go. I don't know if you know this, but if you're making a video game, it's actually illegal to put a waterfall in it and not put anything behind the waterfall. You will go to jail. Anti-riot gear, some garbage I'm going to break down. A backpack mod, which, I mean, as far as mods go, that's a pretty good one. It's just we already have that on our armor. I guess next time we upgrade armor, now we have another one. Boy, I sure am glad I went all the way over here. What's down this way? This is awfully conspicuous, right? This place where the river just runs up to the wall. Yeah, something had to be happening. Oh, hey, Reginald Cheney. My friend.
Mind your own business, friend.
Okay. Well, I guess I will then. Hold on. Let's look at our journal here, because I don't remember who Reginald Cheney is or why we care about him. We do have to do that still, and I'll get there. Okay. Vicar Max. Ah, this is the Max thing. Yes. A note in Reginald Cheney's domicile in Fallbrook indicated he's been panning for gold from a river on the outskirts of town. Take Max to Reginald. That's who Reginald was. He was the guy that Max was talking about. Okay, well, we'll do that. We'll do that before we leave Monarch. I don't have to do it right now. Right now, I think we'll focus on this thing that that Malin just asked us to do before focusing on the other thing that Malin asked us to do, because those sound like fun. Going forth and smashing and shooting until all problems are solved. One side, the chat. Get out of my way. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was only a quarter listening when we were given directions. The good news is, modern video games, you don't got to know where anything is, nor how to get there. We are looking for this. No, not this. That's the Nyoka thing. Where is the... Yeah, deal with Clive. Here we go. This is what I want. Alright, indicators that away.
Here you're into Graham's philosophist hogwash, Felix.
Yeah, if by philosophist hogwash you mean the virtues of enlightened anarchy.
Organization separates us from the animals. You ever seen a rat play plumbing? You see sprats running around building roads? Maybe the folks we have at the top ain't exactly leadership material. But if we tore the whole thing down, we'd be kings and queens of a wasteland.
Correction? Kings and queens of an awesome wasteland.
I'll take toilets over freedom any day of the week.
Feels like a little bit of a false dichotomy to me. Listen, we didn't hire Nyoka because of her nuanced political understanding.
They come!
Hey, boss! Watch this!
We hired her because of this. Well, not that. Here we go. This part.
I am a storm!
That doesn't do nearly as much damage as it looks like from the animation. Aww. I was gonna kill him. Alright. Well, good job, everybody. Felix is a tough dude. He hits a lot of grenade explosions directly to his own face. Feels to me like leadership and inspiration are the ways to go here. When a companion kills an enemy, companion ability cooldowns down. Inspiration's not bad, and it does sort of fit with my understanding of who this guy is. Also, letting our companions do most of the fighting for us seems to fit pretty well as well. There we go. I like that. I'll just run around and smack stuff with a bat while my companions do all the actual work. That is a fine long-term strategy. I do appreciate them letting you break stuff down from the loot menu. That's a nice convenient quality of life thing. I feel a little bad for Felix. Like, why is his unique ability so much worse than everybody else's? It's less effective for controlling enemies than either Parvati or Sam, and it doesn't seem to do as much damage as either Parvati or Sam's thing either. I think we're going to stick to our two-handed weapons. You know what? I'm going to hold on to that at least, though. That's a nice high damage one-hander. The DPS was high. I'm not actually sure if the damage per hit was higher than anything else that we've seen. Okay, lots of outcroppings of buildings around here. I know this isn't where we were supposed to be going, but what is
Look
this?
northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot.
Well, I fancy you guys getting
I'll let
shot.
you know when we can start ascending.
I mean, I'm not doing this so that you guys can get shot, but I do have no problem with you guys getting shot on account so that I can loot stuff. Ooh, that's a Mantisaur. I think this place might not be full of outlaws. Mega Mantisaur. Why, that sounds even better. We're gonna kill him, right? Obviously. Let me see if I can, Oh, I'm in the tall grass. Too sneaky, can't see me. Let me see if I can open up with a crit here. Power crit. Ah, you fool!
Watch this.
Alright, let's have her get the big one here.
Covering you. Got it.
And her ability's off cooldown immediately. Never do anything yourself. Oh. It does feel like every single enemy that I hit is already a corpse by the time I hit them, huh? Okay, that seems... Never mind. What I was about to say was that seems under control.
Libations on me, folks.
Okay. That wasn't so tough. Felix needs to heal faster, though. Some Adrena time. Another toss ball card. Wow, this guy has a lot of loot. A Super Scoper 2000? Yeah, geez. Well, we certainly don't need a second one of those. Where was he even keeping it all? Does he have a little backpack that I hadn't noticed? Maybe it was all just, like, stuck to his forelimbs with all those spikes. Mantisaurs never stop growing, you know. And they also never stop accumulating objects that they've accidentally walked too close to. And they have neither the desire nor the wherewithal to get stuff off. Like a Katamari, like a big angry Katamari. Alright, well, this looks important. What do we have here? Requires a relay station access code to unlock. I heard a beep there, and for a second, I thought for sure I was stepping on a landmine, but then nothing happened, so maybe that beep was just in my head. I definitely hear Mantisaur noises, though, right? Yeah, there it is. I mean, I guess I don't care. We don't need to worry about that thing. That's not any good. These are fine, I guess. 115 bits, it's something. Just finding the same weapon and armor mods over and over again. To be perfectly honest with you, like, it's already to the point where I'm just never excited by loot. I pick it up because it's mathematically correct to pick up all the things, and also because I have the video game brain poisoning, and so it has become a compulsion. Obviously, I pick up all the stuff. But man, I just, like, when we find a container, I have that chemical suggestion, oh, you need to go get the stuff. But I am never interested in what the stuff is. I just get it because it's there. That seems like a real problem for the loot design. You want your players to find things compelling, but you don't necessarily want them to be playing the game only because they literally just feel compelled. No, stop walking away. There we go. Hit him right in the tail. They hate that. The tail's the weak spot. Yeah, just straight through the terrain. Whatever. Oh, I missed. Oh, is there another thing? Okay. There was another thing over here somewhere. I didn't see it, but they did, thankfully. What were we all shooting at? I, in fact, don't see anything. I'm pretty sure they were shooting at a third thing. Oh well, whatever. Oh dear. I've become stuck. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Check that guy out. Let's go fight him. Oh no, he's coming right for us!
Covering you!
Whoa. Felix, could you maybe make that thing stop vomiting garbage at me? Oops, that's the wrong button. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Ah, stop jumping. Oh, God. Both of my companions are down. 3. Come on. Come on. That's not what is in my 3 slot. There we go. I don't even know where the... Okay, there's the little one. There's more than one of them still. Part of the problem is that they have that burrow thing going on. Hold on, let's get on flat terrain so they can't be attacking me from quite so many directions. Oh, you know what? I don't even think it is Raptidons. Those might be bullets. Yeah, those are bullets. It's not an optimal engagement range for me. There you go. You can solve any problem by walking toward it while holding down the trigger. Maybe I should switch my artillery up a little bit here. What's in my 4 slot right now? Oh, this is a gun that might work at range. You do still have to put the crosshair on them. Okay, I woke up everybody. Well, let's loot this thing. We'll just grab all of the stuff right now. Oh, my plan there was loot that thing and then just run away until those guys leash. But apparently, that guy went from dealing almost no damage to me with each volley to hitting me with every bullet very suddenly. That's annoying. Yeah, and then, like, I don't even... Second run through, I just don't even care enough to interact with all the garbage on the ground. Alright, let's do this. So that's a good example of what I'm talking about. Like, why even bother to pick up all of that stuff? It's just going to be kind of tedious, and... Let's just do this right now to try to keep Felix alive. Never mind, Felix took 1 billion damage the second I hit the button. This is definitely better damage output than my melee weapon does. What a surprise. It turns out guns are better for killing than melee weapons are. Of course, I had 1 bullet left in the clip. Alright, Felix, get up, you big baby. Cigarette lighter. Reduces recoil and aim sway. That seems like a good thing. This we definitely don't need. Okay, well that was just not all that interesting. Maybe maybe the corpse over here is the thing that's supposed to be interesting. No, not really. Yeah, that was, like, hardly worth doing at all. Alright, there's some marauders over there. You guys don't remember this, but I have problems with these guys from a past life, so we're going to go get some vengeance on them. The thing they're going to do to me hasn't happened yet, so this is sort of like pre-venge. But really, that's the best kind of venge. I do love to bash people. We're going to run up on one of these dudes and bash him good. If Canid's around here somewhere, I can hear him. Oh, right there. Maybe right there is where they are. Also, that guy is alive and in a place where he can easily see us. Maybe we should make that our first priority. I wonder if I manage to smash him. This grass is like up to my mid-shin. It probably should not actually be concealing us. Oh, I'm out of your cone of vision. Stop walking. There we go. Look at that. Stealth kills. Without even alerting everybody else in the area. And we steal all their ammo, which everybody just stores their ammunition on the ground. Doesn't make a lick of sense. we might have to just commit one of these, one of our fools to the battle here. Now we can get this guy. Alright, Felix, distract this man before he shoots me. Where's that? Are those explosions Felix? I thought for a second there was a guy over there shooting a grenade launcher at me, but it's just Felix being terrible at his job. Well, whatever. We're all alive. I guess that's good enough. Terrible is probably overstating the case a little bit. Alright, there's a building over here that seemed to have a locked door. That's something I'm very interested in. Hunter Outpost keycard. Well, I didn't actually loot the guy that I killed over here. No, I totally did. Never mind. I wonder if that keycard is in this area, or if it's something we would find elsewhere and bring over here. Also, I wonder, is there another way into this building? No, there is not. That door has been permanently locked forever. There's no way you could get past a small metal sign. It's just ridiculous. What an idea. What an absurd idea. I'm gonna climb up onto the roof of this thing. Managed to get myself proper stuck here. Okay. Well, never mind. Apparently I'm not climbing up onto the roof and finding an alternate entrance.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge. That's one option. Other's the slope up. If you're up for some fun, let's chat.
Well, I think what we're up for is this thing over here. Oh, I'm hearing angry. I don't know which kind of angry critter that is, but it's definitely an angry critter. Okay, you know, mantisaurs. Just standard mantisaur nonsense. I guess we can just go this way.
Watch this!
Okay, I want credit for that kill. I did most of the work. Can't prove I didn't. Alright, let's see what's going on
This
here.
factory offers the loveliest aromas. Like a cooked forest over a sulfur pit.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Restricted access. Can I please have a word? If I walk past that point, they're going to shoot me, right? Well, maybe there's a side entrance? Weird, though, that you don't have the option to just talk to him. There is, in fact, a side entrance. But it is sealed. Maybe there's an even cider entrance. Sort of becoming more of a back entrance at this point. Well, it looks like we're just gonna go in through the front. You know, the way I said we would. With the shooting. Stealth is a thing. You can do stealth if you're a coward. That said, I think my weapon's gonna break. Oh no, you get a notification that the durability is falling way too early. Actually, how much does it reduce the DPS by, though? It's still hitting for 164. Yeah, it's still better than our other option. Oh, I have the ability to field repair, right. I think field repairs are just less efficient than workbench repairs, but like, who cares, right? We have very close to infinite weapon parts. Alright. So back to the front. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to step through the gate, and if they freak out, you know, I have all of my buttons at the ready. This might be a situation where it makes sense to use... Oh, I guess I don't have an electrical melee weapon. I should, though. I should have a shock weapon. Alright.
Here I come!
This didn't have to go down like this. You guys could have just talked your way out of it. Let me, for a moment here, have control of the situation. Yeah, that'll show him. I see why Felix is so into tossball. It's a very efficient way to get things done. Alright, I'll just take this gate key, thank you. Also, why would I ever wear a different helmet? Okay. Let's just let ourselves in.
System.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I really wish Felix would heal faster. I feel like he is always under half health when I want to start trouble. Do I want to do something about that? Let's see. Companion ability cooldown down. I could just pop my inhaler right now to get him healing. And yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. Pop this now to get him healing. Run in here and hurl him at a robot. Standard operating procedure. Hey Nyoka, maybe you want to like get in here and help? Boy, you do not want to be in that doorway. Who's this guy? Why does he think he gets to live? Man. I'm not 100% sure why I wasn't able to call her ability there. It was lit up for quite some time and I was mashing the button. But she just like didn't want to do it. There we go, I got a critical hit, so she gets to shoot people again. Yes, I sure am hurt. Well, let's just take a moment here to reconsider our options. I mean, I'm healing pretty quickly. I guess maybe this would be a good time for the gun, though. C&P Borst Factory are now angry. Oh, you don't say. She's harassing me about how my weapon's not going to break through their armor, but it turns out, even if you're only doing 10 damage, you do it 1,000 times a second, it starts to add up. Also, Felix isn't up yet, so there's something around here that's still mad at us. I feel like we got it under control. I feel bad for Felix. You know? Oh, factory employee. Well, I kind of wish that I could, ooh. Look at that. We could do stealth now if we wanted to. I guess we've accidentally started doing stealth on account of I ran out of people to be shooting at.
Easy.
Hey, how you doing?
I don't know what's worse, the taste of Borston beans or the stench that comes later.
Okay, so I don't actually care about the stealth cartridge disguise nonsense here. We'll when it runs out, it'll run out. We'll lie about our identity, or we won't. I mean, who cares? I think we have shown that we are more than capable of handling this in the idiom that we are accustomed to. That is pretty slick-looking armor. I'll take that. I'm assuming that at some point here we're going to see our armor, like, the available armor move up another whole tier. The way we saw between the first town and here, where, like, all of a sudden the available armor values more than doubled. People are yelling at me because my gear failed, whatever. Anything fun here? Ooh, yeah, okay, that's exactly the sort of thing I was talking about there. 41 armor. Grab me some of that. So that's the sort of thing that we will probably, Oh no, my disguise. Yeah, I wish the factory employees weren't marking us as hostile. Like, I get the idea they don't want to be friendly with us, but they're not combatants in the same way, you know? I appreciate at least that my companions are aware of that and aren't just massacring them on sight, because I'd feel pretty bad about that one. Although I did definitely ventilate a factory employee or two. Here's the thing. The battlefield's a confusing place. There's a lot of stuff going on, lots of bright lights, everybody's screaming, Felix is constantly flipping around. Some kind of damn cut-rate tossball-loving Yoda. Okay, I think we're just heading a little deeper in here. In fact, you know what? If this is going to transfer us to another map, maybe this would be a good place to stop for today. We have a nice, clear goal to get us some momentum for tomorrow's recording. So that's going to be it for us for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time for explosions and bodily fluids, just absolutely everywhere. And we'll see you then.